All right, guys, this is the part 2 of the review. Hey, one thing I want to go back and do number 10. I was watching the video, kind of review the video, and I realized, oh my, I think I messed up number 10 on the first video. So some corrections. You're given the function and you ask what the x values when y equals 2. When y equals 2, I don't know how I messed this one up. When y equals 2, right? So that's 1. The x value here is 0. And again, when y equals 2, the x value is 2 down there, right? So the x values are 0 and 2. Okay. And the zeros, remember, zeros are x-intercepts. And so the graph only has one x-intercept where the line touches the x-axis, and that is 1. It's like 1 right here. So the 0 is 1. All right. Somehow I know what I was thinking about yesterday. All right, so that is number 10. Let's go to number 11 now. And okay, which one of these are exponential matches? Again, I remember when we did the star review, you could graph these and see which one matches the function, or just look at it. You know, for exponential function, c is not an exponential function. All right. And so that goes on the window, and then we'll look at the graph. This is the y-intercept right there. So 6 is the y-intercept, and so it can't be b because the y-intercept is 1/2 right here. So at least if you notice, a and d are the same. So just pick one. All right, a is a or b. It doesn't matter. And again, remember the graph is decreasing, so the number inside the parentheses, the factor is less than 1. All right. So A or D is the answer. Here you're given the area of a rectangle. Rectangle garden is 25. This is the area. And the length is this. And want to know what is the width. Again, when you see area, you got to think of A equals length times width. And they want to find the width, right? So width, divide both sides by L. And so my width now is going to be, W is going to equal to A over L. And so you divide now, the area is 25 m to the 4th n to the 12th, and that is over, the length is 5m squared. 5m squared into 6. And so just some thought. It's a very, again, look at your reference sheet, guys. It tells you how to handle exponents. 25 divided by 5 is 5. And then for the m's, we're just going to subtract the exponents. So I'm going to get m, 4 minus 2 is 2. And the n, 12 minus 6 is 6. So that's the length right there. Good. Number 13. Okay, let me erase this and get some space for this one. All right. Number 13, you say the square, length of a side of a square is x minus 8. State the equation of the area. So really, again, the area of a square. So think of it, if you want to visualize it, that's a square, all right? And they have same sides, s and s, and so the area of a square is a is equal to s squared. Well, they tell you that the side is x minus 8, so therefore area is going to equal to x minus 8 squared. All right, because the side is square, and this is just a each one's formula, right? It's that equation. Oh, that's the equation. Well, they want you to expand this out now. And if you remember, expand this out is just, you can use the box method, or you can use the box method. Okay. Again, so x minus 8 squared is just x minus 8 times, okay. X minus 8 squared is just x minus 8 times x minus 8. All right. So I'm going to have an x here and a minus 8. x there and a minus, and just multiply. X times x squared, x times negative 8 is negative 8x. This gives me negative 8x, and this gives me positive 64. And then all we're going to do, just add the two middle terms, and that gives me x squared minus 16x plus 64. All right. So that's number 13 right there. So think of area. Area is the side squared. All right. Erase this, get some space. Number 14, you can do two ways. Remember I showed you in number 4 when we do the STAR test, STAR review. This is a system of equation, right? And they want to know what is x and y. What is the solution to the system? And so you can do menu 3-2 on the calculator. All right. Or if you notice, right, this is substitution. We have y. One of the equation is y equals this. And so all I got to do now is my second equation. Wherever I see y, I'm going to replace it with 2x plus 1. So therefore, I'm going to have space. Let's do it over here. So I'm going to have negative 4x plus 2 times y, but my y is equal to 2x plus 1, and that's equal to 2. And let's simplify now. Minus 4x, we're going to distribute now. Okay, plus 4x plus 2, and that is equal to 2. Negative 4x plus 4x, that is 0. So what we have here is 2 equals 2. Guys, don't start saying minus 2 on both sides. The left side now equals the right side. So that tells you from what we did parallel lines and perpendicular lines. When left side equals the right side, that tells you that the answer is an infinite number of solutions. Infinite number of solutions. It just means that the lines are the same. That's all it means. All right, 2 equals 2. On number, okay, this one, it gives you the function L of t is equal to 0.8 t squared. And they want to know, what is t when L is 30? The pendulum, the length is 30 feet. So what is t? All you gotta do is replace L with 30. So I'm gonna replace L with 30. 30, it tells you when L is 30, right? What's the time? So 30 is equal to 0.8 t squared. Okay. And remember, we did this. You can do this two ways. Okay, I don't have my calculator with me, guys, but you can do two ways. Remember in class, 0.8 t squared. All right, you can do square root of 30 and then square root of this, which is probably not the best way to go. Okay. Or I would just nix this right here. I think the easier way to, okay, again, you could graph this in the calculator. Graph it in the calculator, and then see where the line crosses the x-axis. That's one way of doing it. Or just solve for t squared. 30 is equal to 0.8 t squared. Divide both sides by 0.8, 0.8, 0.8. All right. I'm not sure what this equals to. So 30 over 0. In fact, what's my cheat sheet? I forgot I did the key, guys. I have the key right here. I forgot. That was number, what number is this? This is number 15. 15. Oh, I skipped number 15 on my cheat sheet. So divide 30 by 0.8. I'm not sure what that is. And then once you do that, take the square root, all right? And so you're gonna have the square root of 30 divided by 0.8 is equal to t. You're gonna have two answers, a plus and a minus. Now, all we need is a plus value because you can't have negative time, right? So once you divide this and take the square root, all you need is a positive number, and that's a t. Okay. That was number 15. 16. Okay, again, this is very simple. You can do two ways. You could graph this in the calculator, press Control T, right? And find when x is -3, what the y value is. Or just replace x with -3. So f of -3 is just equal to 3 times -3 squared plus 4 times -3 minus 10. This gives me 3 times 9. -3 squared is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. This gives me -12 minus 10. So that's -22. So that gives me 5. I think that is correct. Yeah. All right. So that's why I'm doing it. Here, number 17. Again, it's a very simple equation. Alexis, she has dimes and quarters. And system of equation, that's a key thing. You're gonna have two equations. System, that's the key phrase. So my first equation now is gonna be the total of coins. Well, so I'm gonna have Q plus D, and that's gonna give me 40. And the next equation now, you're just gonna put the value of the quarter dimes. Well, a quarter is 0.25. A dime is 0.10 D, and the total value is 5.80. Then you actually solve it, just give you the equation, all right? 18, state the characteristic of the quadratic equation. You can graph it and look at it. So here, it's a negative, so I know it's gonna look like this. It's gonna open downwards, all right? So it's gonna give me a maximum value. So I know it's gonna have a max value, a maximum value. And when you graph it now, you can see where it crosses the x-axis, if it does. On my cheat sheet, I did this one. Let's see. So it's max value, it opens downward. Okay. The y-intercept is 0, -4, and this is gonna be graphing it. Okay, so just graph it and see what it is. The domain is all real numbers. Domain is all real numbers. And the range is gonna be, range is y is less than or equal to about approximately -2.9. Right? All right, number 19. What is the range of the graph shown? That's pretty easy, guys. The range is going to be y is less than or equal to 4. All right. So that's 19. 20. State the value of n that makes the equation true. When it says state the value of n, solve for n, that's all they're asking for. Solve for n. So let's solve for n. I'm going to distribute. 5 times 5 is 25. Minus 5n is equal to 75 minus 5n. Okay. If I add plus 5n here, plus 5n there, what do I get? That becomes 0, that becomes 0. So now I'm left with 25 is equal to 75. Again, this now, remember the one we had before, where the left side equals right side, right? In this case, it does not equal each other. So in this case, this means there is no solution. What does that mean? Well, it means that both lines are parallel. This is a line right here. That's a line. So we have two lines. They are parallel, right? They have no solution. That's what it means. 25 equals 75. Okay, and that's 21. So I'm going to stop. This is one video right there. So I'm going to stop there and start the next video, all right? Oh, man, I did messed up on that one.